Welcome, everyone. Today we journey into one of the greatest works of modern Arabic literature, written by the Egyptian Nobel Prize winner Naguib Mahfouz, the novel The Thief and the Dogs. This story is not just about a thief on the run. It is a haunting exploration of betrayal, disillusionment, and the struggle for justice in a society torn by change. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Release from Prison. The novel begins with Said Martin stepping out of prison after furlongers. He walks into the world with a heart full of expectations. He dreams of seeing his little daughter again, of reclaiming his dignity, and of resuming the life he had before prison. But freedom feels strange. The city of Cairo, with its bustling streets and indifferent faces, no longer feels familiar. Said quickly realizes that time has moved on without him. His first shock comes when he learns that his wife, Naguib, not only abandoned him, but also married his former friend, Elish Sidra. Worse still, Elish now controls the house and possessions that once belonged to Said. And when Said attempts to see his daughter, Sana, the little girl turns away in fear. She has been taught to despise her father as nothing more than a criminal. This betrayal crushes him. The hope he carried from prison crumbles, leaving only anger and a burning thirst for revenge. Chapter 2. The Great Betrayal. Said's betrayal is deeply personal, but it also carries a broader meaning. To him, his wife and friend are not the only traitors. Society itself has betrayed him. Before prison, Said considered himself a man of ideals, someone who fought for the poor. Inspired by the words of his mentor Raphael I, a journalist who once championed justice and revolution. But now, Raf has changed. Instead of being a voice of the oppressed, he has become part of the establishment, enjoying comfort and influence. When Said goes to him, hoping for help, he is stunned to find a stranger. Raf dismisses him coldly, as though Said were nothing more than a nuisance. The very man who once shaped Said's revolutionary spirit has abandoned the ideals they once shared. Betrayed by his wife, his friend, and his mentor, Said's despair grows. He decides that justice can no longer be found, and words or laws that must come through violence. Chapter 3. Hunted by the Dogs. The dogs of the novel represent both real and symbolic enemies. The police pursue him relentlessly. His ex-wife and Elish live comfortably, while he lives in shadows. His daughter, the person he loves most, refuses him. And Rav, once his beacon of hope, has joined the very system Said despises. Armed with a revolver, Said roams the city's narrow alleys and dark corners. He plots his revenge. He dreams of punishing those who betrayed him. But fate is cruel. His first attempts at revenge fail disastrously. He tries to kill Elish, but the opportunity slips away. He aims at Rav, but his bullets miss their mark. Instead, innocent people are wounded. Each failure isolates him further. The newspapers portray him as a ruthless murderer, not as a victim of injustice. Society sees only a criminal. The dogs are closing in, both the literal dogs of the police who hunt him and the figurative ones: betrayal, corruption, and despair. Chapter 4. Temporary shelters. Despite his turmoil, Said finds the fragile sources of comfort. One is Sheikh al-Jinidi, a Sufi mystic. The Sheikh offers him wisdom, urging him to let go of anger and to embrace inner peace. But Said is consumed by bitterness. He cannot find solace in faith when his heart screams for revenge. The other is Noor, a woman who loves him without judgment. She hides him from the police, cares for him, and even dreams of starting a new life with him. Noor represents love, loyalty, and a possible escape from despair. But Said is trapped. He cannot accept her love fully. His obsession with revenge overshadows any chance of redemption. Even in Noor's arms, he remains restless, haunted by betrayal. Chapter 5. The Spiral of Failure. Said's actions become more reckless. Each night, he strikes at the city, but fate twists his plans. He fires at the wrong people. Innocents are hurt. His enemies remain untouchable. The press vilifies him. Once seen as a rebel against injustice, he is now condemned as a common criminal. Society no longer debates his ideals. It only fears his violence. This transformation is key to the novel. Seth begins as a victim, but gradually, he becomes what society says he is. The line between justice and crime blurs, and he is left in darkness. The ending, fall into darkness, the end comes swiftly. Hunted by police dogs, cut off from every ally, Seth hides in a cemetery, a place of the dead. Fitting for a man already consumed by despair. Surrounded, he refuses to surrender. In his final moment, he stands defiantly, revolver in hand, a lone figure against the world. But his resistance is futile. He is shot down, collapsing into the night, abandoned and defeated. His dream of justice dies with him. Analysis and symbolism. The Thief and the Dogs is not merely the story of a criminal, it is a social, an existential tragedy. Seth Martin symbolizes the betrayed idealist, a man who believed in justice but found only corruption and treachery. The dogs represent not only the police, but also betrayal, oppression, and the forces of society that destroy individuals. Raphael 1 reflects how revolutionary ideals can be corrupted by power and comfort. Nur and Sheikh al-Jinidi symbolize the possibilities of love and spiritual salvation, but for Seth, they are never enough. Through stark realism and haunting symbolism, Mahfouz paints a portrait of alienation and disillusionment in post-revolutionary Egypt. Said's downfall is not just personal, it reflects the betrayal of a generation's dreams. Conclusion. The Thief and the Dogs leaves us with difficult questions. Was Seth destroyed by his own flaws, his obsession, his inability to forgive? Or was he crushed by a society that betrayed his promises and offered no place for redemption? This was a detailed summary of Naguib Mahfouz's novel The Thief and the Dogs. If you found this analysis engaging, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more journeys into world literature.